Hello ladies and gents, Romie Mojo here. Please like, comment, subscribe. I attempted to do a live stream of this, but I didn't like how I couldn't really control much of the interface, so we're doing a recorded version. And this is about Jussie Smollett, and my question still stands. Do you think that Jussie Smollett, if somehow found guilty, because it was really confusing as far as to get concrete evidence on anything with this case, should he go to jail? Should he go to jail? What happened was yesterday he faces 6 new felony counts of disorderly conduct stemmed from 4 separate false reports that he gave to the police. Obviously, Jussie has constantly said that he was innocent. If you don't remember, during a really tough winter in Chicago, Jussie said that he left his apartment late at night to go get Subway, and he was attacked by 2 white racist men. And at some point, one of the men even put a noose around him, beat him up. He fought back. Then we eventually found out that we can't find these 2 white men anywhere, and that these 2 Nigerian, African men they're saying that they were paid by Jussie to beat him up, to stage it, to further his career. Some people now feel like maybe Jussie, because I think even recently, either him or Lee Daniels, they had a friend or family member that was attacked or maybe even killed because of their sexuality. I believe it was sexuality. I don't think it was necessarily race. But so some people have always caped for Jussie, saying that maybe he did this due to the fact that he wanted to shed a light on the injustice of hate crimes towards Black people, hate crimes towards people in the LGBTQ plus, yes, there we go, community. And because of all of that, there have been people who just don't care if Jussie actually did it or not. They feel like Jussie is Black, Jussie is gay. If he can get away with something in this society that would normally marginalize him, even though he's a celebrity and comes from, and has been in Hollywood and had some money, they were just happy. They're just happy. They're like, they didn't care. They didn't care because it was also Chicago. Chicago's crime rates are ridiculous. And a lot of people feel like all the money and time and preparation that was put towards them trying to figure out if Jussie should be guilty or not, they could have put that towards solving more crimes. I think even what about the Kanika Jenkins? Like, there is so much that is just left in comparison. And so that's why a lot of people felt like, compared to other crimes that have happened that are currently going on, compared to the brutality that actual police force has been found out to administer to primarily people of color, a lot of people just didn't care. They felt like, Jussie, you got one over on them. Congratulations. Now sit down and shut up. But Jussie kept talking. And then he did the interview. And it's a situation where even if he's guilty, even if he's innocent, how are we going to fully prove it? Are we going to bring back the Nigerian men to go and give more testimony? Are we going to have more video surveillance that wasn't leaked? Are we, like, what's going on? Is there evidence that was just sat on? Is that what's happening? Is there evidence that was sat on? And because it was sat on, they can use it to go against him, because if there isn't, then I don't care. Like, in all honesty, yes, you should not be staging hate crimes, because hate crimes are happening. I'm going to say every day. I don't care what anyone says. Every single day, 365 days out of this year, there are multiple hate crimes, whether it's LGBTQ plus, whether it's race related, whether it's a couple other things related. What about even like social, like classism? What about employers mistreating, even physically or verbally abusing their employees because they know they can get away with it? There is so much. This country, and not just this country, because I don't want to make it, America's just a small part of the world. This world has so much to offer, And unfortunately, a lot of it is bull and muck. Even though there's a lot that's great, a lot of it is bull and muck. And because of that, when you see someone who allegedly did something wrong, but you automatically think two things: either attack, how dare you, or for a moment you think, now why would this person do that? And sometimes you can be completely wrong as far as why would they do that. It could have been, sometimes it fully is just for selfishness. Sometimes it's not, though. Sometimes it is to bring awareness to another cause. And the one thing I always hated was, I always hated how people would make it seem like, oh, because Jussie did this, it makes it harder for other people who are actually going through. No, I'm going to tell you a fun little secret that some of you don't realize. There's people right now to this day, like I said, every day, hate crimes of different categories are continuing to happen. And so Jussie going and doing this does not, if it was really a hate crime, does not go and make it worse for people who were already experiencing this. No, because those people aren't being heard anyway. Then that's the fact. That is the fact. Chicago, if Jussie really lied, Chicago's mad because he pulled a wool over their eyes. If Jussie really lied, Chicago is mad because they spent the money that they could have been spending on other cases, but they probably wouldn't have spent on other cases, is now just up in the air. And that's why they're really mad. And in that case, I don't care. In that case, I don't care. I don't. And there's nothing you can say, nothing you can do to make me care. Putting Jussie Smollett, someone like a Jussie Smollett, away for 3 years for something like this, specifically like this. We're not even talking about taxes or other things. For something like this. You want me to go and say, oh yes, I absolutely agree. Having some type of consequence? Yes. Yes. In general, yes. But that's as far as I'm taking it. I'm not talking about jail time, put them on probation, put them on community service, appropriate levels, not the mess of, oh, we're just going to throw you with everything just because you're a celebrity, make you an example out of you type of thing. Because let's be clear. We see celebrities, we see other people with power, with influence, with real power, with real influence, and not just fame. Because there is a huge difference for being famous, or being famous, really popular for a moment, and having real power and real influence. Huge difference. And that's what irks me about this entire case. Yes, it is irky, the fact that the agreement was that no one on either side discusses essentially if Jussie was really innocent or if Jussie's really guilty, about the proof that he may have to exonerate himself, or maybe the proof he doesn't have to exonerate himself. None of that is there. None of that is there because it's sealed. It's sealed because a deal was made. And there's so many deals, so many worse things. Sexual assault, molestation, all this stuff where these deals get set in place, things that are so much worse. And yet, because people for a moment were able to tap into their humanity and genuinely feel bad for someone else, especially someone who is a celebrity, someone who has some status, who has some money, they feel so hurt. They watched Empire. They supported the first 2 seasons of Empire. They loved little Jussie and his hair, and when he didn't have the hair, and when he had the little boyfriend, and when he was single, and when he was trying to figure out his sexuality. Oh, they ate it up. And because he betrayed them, oh, jail time. Oh, throw him away. No. No, that's not happening. Not on my watch. I'm not talking about reviving his career. I'm not talking about anything else like that. But what I'm saying is, based on what he did, I believe that it is categorized as a victimless crime. I've heard that a lot. So I'm going to go with the people who do this for a living and say that since it was a victimless crime, we're not about to throw him away and throw the book at him just because some people are mad. Stay mad. Stay mad. I don't care. I know. There's so Flint still does not have clean water. There are multiple cases of murder dealing with murder and mistreatment of minorities that have still gone unsolved, that resources have not gone into. And if you really care about the people, focus on that. This, if you're found guilty, charge him. Get your money back. Okay? Get your money back. Attempt to see if you can get an apology. If you can't, oh well, but call it a day. And that's all I have for you. My name's Romie. Go by Romie Mojo. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Trifling. Just absolutely trifling. And